Page 10, oranges and lemons. 3/4 time, it's got one sharp, so it's either in G major or E minor. Look at the bottom, last couple measures. You're ending on a G major chord. I'm guessing this is probably in G major. One hand at a time. Let's make sure we got the fingering and the notes and the rhythms here. At the beginning, you're up here. They're all quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1. And then you lift up and come down. It's between phrases. You're going to lift up just to come down. Then you do the same thing down here. And then here, 2, rest. 2, now 2, 5, 2, rest. So forth. You do that a while. Go down to the last line. You're down here. Then lift up. And lift up. The same thing, an octave up. Here, that's the right hand. The left hand is very similar to the right, but you're just kind of doing it at different times. Like at the beginning, it's a G and a D. 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, rest. You're doing this forever. Let's go down to the second line there. The fourth measure over. It's what, measure 6, 7, 8, measure 9. Yeah? You get the quarter notes. And the left hand up here. Don't forget the F sharps. It's the same melody. That's what the right hand was doing. And then it's fine until you get to the bottom. Last line. You're down here to rest. Now, a 5-2 here, because we want to connect it to the next one. There's no rest, and we want to connect it with the fingers. 2, rest, and then treble clef, same thing here. It's a 5-2, and then here. Put the hands together. 1, 2, rest. Rest. Try and be accurate with how long you're holding these notes down. The last two measures of the first line, you're here, here, up. So you're together for one beat, and then it's the right hand by itself for one beat. Right, now come down. That's some more. Now go over a couple measures where the left hand gets the melody. It's we have to be careful in moving the hands around. It's nice when we only have to move one hand at a time and we have rest, so we have plenty of time. We don't always have to do that here. There's one spot here that's a little tricky, and that's on measure 17, or 16 going into 17. The last two measures are the third line, because you're ending up here, and then for the next measure you got to go to here. Both hands are moving. So, what do? Because they have to be there. There's no rest or anything. You're just lifting up between the phrases. Here. Well, there's a couple things we can do here to help us out. We adjust things slightly to help us with the move. We plan it out. We figure it out. In the left hand, rather than using little finger for that last note, I could use second or third finger, because that puts me closer to where I want to be. I'm just preparing for what's coming. So at the last three measures of the third line, maybe second finger, or it depends on how big your hands are. Maybe third finger, because even then you're still closer to where you want to be. That might make the left hand a little easier. And then the right hand, you're here. You'll be here. Well, you can, if you want, play that 1-3 instead of 1-5, because now the D's right there. Because this is a lot better than having to move both hands like that. That's tricky. It really is. It's hard. So here I'm just playing a 2 or a 3, either one, and then a 1-3 in the right hand. Because then I can go on. And that move isn't so bad there. So the last line's a little different. Because here you're only moving the right hand up, and as you're playing the eighth notes, then you can move the left hand up. You're moving the hands one at a time. It's not so bad. And again, you just move the right hand up. As you're playing this, you can put the left hand up. So there it's just one hand at a time. When you get all that in, then add this slurring. Well, it's easy to put in the breaks between the slurs because you got to move, and that does. But this is the last two measures of the first line. Look out. You lift up here, that stays down. So don't lift up to go. No. No. Keep that down. You're not resting a full beat. You're just lifting up just whatever it takes you to get down there. Just lift up and down. The left hand is a full beat. So that's by itself for a little bit. 3. So work out these things. These little things make a difference. As music gets more difficult, they become all the more important. So the idea in slurrings, that's really about the only articulation to give, except maybe in the last measure you get a tenuto over the last note. I wouldn't give it any more stress. Just hang on to those notes, both hands. You get tenutos in both. Hang them on to full 3 counts and maybe just a hair longer. 3, just a hair longer. But I wouldn't put stress on those. You're ending a phrase, you're ending the sentence, you're ending the piece. You don't come to the end at the end and say, blah, unless you're Beethoven, they don't do that. But it's rather unmusical to just come off. Come off it and just hang on, linger on that note a little bit. Just a hair over 3 counts. Yeah. Dynamic wise, it goes to the melody. Whichever hand has this melody, that is moderately loud, whatever that is. Then they get crescendo. You come down. Well, keep the left hand out of the way. Now moderately soft. It's like an echo, sort of. Now you're soft. This is soft. The right hand's very soft. Now you come back up to medium loud. It's medium soft. Soft here. Very soft. Here. Speed-wise, allegretto's, I call it the fun speed. It's between moderato and allegro. It's somewhere in between theirs. I think fun. When I see a piece marked allegretto, in my mind, that's the attitude I have. So fourth, you'll have to decide for yourself. You learn it slow and you gradually speed it up. Accuracy is more important than speed. So it has to be your allegretto, not mine. I'd like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts. I'm not going to do dynamics, just notes and rhythms. So let's play it together slowly. 1, ready, go. 3, off.